All right, guys, this is Mobile Gamer Nerd, and welcome to the Thanksgiving Day Uncommon Special. We're just going to be messing around with a couple of uncommons that we have. We don't have too many, but we're going to give them a shot and see how they can handle themselves in certain situations and see how far they can go at low level because we only have three level 60s and all the other ones are 40 and 50. So we're going to give them a shot and see what we got. So let's take a look at some of the ones that we're going to be using today, and you can decide if they are uncommon enough for you. So we've got Zephyr Sniper. These are the three that are going to be a little bit stronger. Zephyr's really good for tanking. She can do spider. She's really good as basically that. That's basically what she does. And she stays alive. She's got high defense. Yeah, really good hero. We actually have her at 43,000 power. You can look at her stats here. She's got 4,600 defense and basically resistance. That's essentially all she really needs. She has low HP so that she can always be the target of the spider. And that's it. Basically, we don't really mess around with her too much. She's got defense, and speed. That's it. Her speed is actually kind of low. It's 188, but that's okay. We don't really have to worry about it because we don't use her that much anymore anyway. Outrider. This dude is a powerhouse of attack. If you get him early on in the game, he's definitely someone that you can use. He's got a lot of damage. He's got destroy HP, so he could be useful in Scarab King. He's got a lot of good stats. He can do a ton of damage. So he's got crit rate, he's got attack, and he's got speed on his stuff. He's also got some attack, some crit damage, and some attack. Then we've got Armiger, who is basically just Armiger. He's cool. He can do turn meter drop. He hits really hard against enemies that have a ton of HP. And yeah, we have him in a regen set because he was dying a lot, so we just kept him in that for now. We are going to be looking for more regen stuff for him eventually, but that's where we've got him. And then we've got Mr. Crusader. Now, remember, from here on, these heroes aren't going to be completely maxed out. They aren't going to have all their stats built out. They're not going to have the perfect sets, right? Some of them might be completely messed up. We may have to fix them. So Crusader basically just is good for having other enemies get attacked. Like you can attack them with another hero, and that's basically it. He does a reasonable amount of damage. We do have his skills maxed. He doesn't have any masteries except for his first two. So yeah, he's not going to be too strong, but really good early game hero. Everyone gets him right in the beginning, so that's kind of nice. All right, we've got Branch Weaver. Branch Weaver is a speed hero. She's got an AoE on her A2 and she has a decreased speed on her A1. Boom, there you go, decreased speed. So yeah, really cool hero. If you need decreased speed and you don't have anybody, you can just grab her as an uncommon and use her. She is maxed out on her skills as of right now. Then we've got Saurus, who was in a lifesteal set apparently, so we are going to have to put him back in a lifesteal set. Luckily, I have a lot of gear, so we can just throw some stuff on him. There you go. Equip that, and then we'll give him a shield. Equip that. Sure. There we go. He's got lifesteal now. All his skills are maxed. He's a really cool hero in the sense that he can be a campaign farmer because his A1 is an all enemy attack, which is nice. And then he attacks all enemies on his A2 as well. All right, and he can do heal reduction, and it's nice. So there you go. You got heal reduction and two AoEs, constantly AoEing everything and hitting everybody in the face. Then we've got Mr. Satyr. Now this guy he's basically a Fire Knight champion in the beginning of the game. We do have his skills maxed, as you can see. He only has two masteries. Yeah, not much to go on here. He's really just crit rate, HP, and speed. His skills are based on attack, so that's unfortunate, but we want him to stay alive, which is why he has an HP chest, all right? We need him to stay alive for early game Fire Knight. That's it. Then you got Sniper. Everyone gets her right in the beginning. As you can see, we've never really built her. I don't know if I have her skills maxed. We do have her skills maxed. No masteries. But yeah, she is really good, actually, surprisingly enough. If you use her with a lot of attack and damage and speed, she can constantly attack enemies and do AoEs. Really cool hero. She's got an attack on one enemy two times, has a 15% chance of inflicting a critical hit, which is nice, and it fills the champion's turn meter, which gives her more turns, and then attacks all enemies two times, has a 10% chance of placing a decreased speed debuff. So once again, really good hero for the uncommon area. Now, you probably would want to put her, like if you're advanced, you could put her into a Slayer set, and that'll give her even more turn meter whenever she does an AoE. Kind of cool hero. We'll probably actually re-gear her a little bit, probably later on, but we'll see how she does. It's good that she's not that built. All right, we've got Mr. Conscript. This dude, surprisingly enough, hits pretty hard. His skills are maxed right now. He attacks one enemy two times, and then he attacks one enemy, has a 50% chance of placing a weakened debuff for 2 turns, which is not bad, but once again, he hits really hard for a single target damage dealer, so he is good for early game. What is that? Faction wars, things like that. Really cool hero. Then you've got Shield Guard. All right, we got all his skills maxed. Shield Guard is one of those guys that he's just good and everyone loves him, but we don't really care about him that much. Let's put him in some stuff and see what we can do. We're going to remove this, destroy. We're going to remove this and put him in some lifesteal so we can actually see what he's about. Remove this, destroy. He has a lot of gear from a long time ago, so we don't want any of this. Yeah, destroy. We don't want any of it. None of it. Remove it all. This is how long it's been since I've touched him. We haven't messed with him. So here we go. We've got a speed boot. Is this defense? We've got HP, which ain't great, but you know what? We're going to do it. We're going to do this piece. One of these with speed and crit rate. Sure, why not? Equip that. And we'll equip this if it's got, nope, this has defense. He is a defense hero, so that could be useful. I think we'll just do it for now just because. So there we go. And yeah, you want to put him in defense stuff. You want to put him in anything that is defense related. We have a shield right here, so we can equip that. And we have a 16 weapon, so boom, there you go. As far as accessories, like I said, he's a defense hero. All his skill damage is based on defense. So you're going to want to put him in any kind of ring that is a defense-based ring. This one has attack, so we don't want that. This one's defense. So we'll just do that for now. Boom, there you go. He's got a ring. So now he is built up, and we have him ready to go. And finally, we've got Glen Spear. Now, we did get him to level 40. His skills are not maxed. I don't know if we're really going to use him, to be honest, today. He's one of those heroes that we could conceivably use, but we don't have him built up a little bit, so maybe we'll just skip him for now. But yeah, there's a couple of other ones that are pretty good, which we'll look at real quick, and then we'll go into some fights. So, index, let's go in here. Now, there's a few uncommon heroes that, might work out really well for you. Archer is actually not terrible. All right, she does have a chance of inflicting a critical hit, and she does have an attack on 2 enemies. Oh, that was Archer, yep. So she's basically, what is her name, Sniper, which ain't bad. And then you've got Word Bearer, which, funny enough, could be good. Decrease accuracy and increase defense. Once again, heroes that just basically keep you alive. I can't think of anyone else that I'm like super hardcore about except for Elfguard. She's got a turn meter drop and a decreased attack, which is really good for early game. So yeah, she's definitely someone we may consider building later on down the road. So what can these guys do for you? Well, let's go into campaign. This is where you guys are going to be starting, right? You're going to be at normal mode. You're going to be coming in here with your heroes, and you're going to be fighting in here. So let's just see who we got. So these are the two you're probably going to have at this point. I mean, this area shouldn't be too hard, even for these two. Kale you're going to have in the beginning, which is much better. You know what I mean? You're going to be doing reasonable damage. Obviously, my sniper is not even built too well, but she is level 40. You're going to be level 1 when you start here. So obviously, this is going to be an easy area for you. There shouldn't be too much to worry about and think about. Same thing with Sewers of Arnok. I mean, honestly, this area is just as easy. I mean, we can just put our hero right back in with the same two. Once again, you saw her gear. She's not really that built. He's kind of built, so yeah, it's going to be okay. But you want to be able to beat it with 2 heroes at all times, right? That's the whole point. You want 3 stars. So if Sniper can kill everything, it would be nice. Now, the question is she going to die? That's the question. Now, the first time you go through this, you're basically going to be using just Kale and what I think War Maiden. I think that's not War Maiden, War Priest. Those are the two you're probably going to be using here, but look at that. Nothing here to see. Obviously, this is, a little bit stronger, but if you're having trouble in these areas, once again, in the beginning of the game, the only thing that should be being done in the beginning is leveling. That's it. There shouldn't be anything else that is going on at all. Like literally nothing. All right. So these two can get through it. And honestly, way back in the day when everyone was playing this game, people would actually build Sniper and him for the arena team because they would murder a lot. It would murderize legendary teams, literally destroy them because of how strong they are versus other teams. And nobody expects it, and they're easy to build. You know what I mean? The hardest part of any hero is getting them to 60. So once you get them to 60, the other stuff is kind of just find the right gear, And even if you find subpar gear, it's still going to work if you use the right skills. Yeah, let's get these guys out of here. We don't want these high-end heroes. All right, so let's just keep going in here and see what happens. This is now, oh, and it was 4-1 normal. We want the last fight. We want the final fight. We want to see how much these two boneheads can do. Boop. Boop. And like I said, you saw their gear. One's 50, one's 40. All right. Sniper has pretty crap gear comparatively. Granted, we do have bonuses from arena and some other stuff, so we have higher resistance and accuracy. But if you can make him hit hard enough to kill him in one hit, none of those counters are even going to matter. Look at that. Just smack him in the face. Done. I love it. All right, let's go. Let's move ahead. Actually, no, we'll do them. We'll do them. We'll do it. We'll do it. Why not? Get these guys out of here. We don't care about any of these guys. Now we're gonna use these two for a little bit, just because they're the heroes that everyone has. Like everyone's got these two. All right, you guys can boop. Look at that. 2 hits, all dead, and that's what matters. So if you just level your hero up, get some gold, you should be fine. Like there shouldn't be a problem here. All you need is a little bit of gold and a little bit of a dream, and you'll be all right. Now, we did level some gear up to, look at that, double hit. We did level some gear up to 16 early on. Like with the attack gear that we had and things like that, we leveled it up. Even 3-star gear, we leveled up, all right, to max level. So that is something I did early on. Save up your gold and try to get 1 hero max. In your case, it'll probably be Kale, and that's fine. Like there's nothing wrong with using Kale. But the whole point here is that uncommons can do things too, all right? Uncommons are people also. I mean, these early game fights, getting through normal mode is essentially a joke. I mean, you can do it with almost any heroes, even with the shoddy gear that you get in the beginning. You're going to be doing this with no accessories, obviously. So that's going to be something you want to consider. But once again, I have crap gear on Sniper. All right. She has just random gear with very little levels. What is she, like level 8? All right. So Crusader's really the one taking the brunt of the damage here, which is nice. So they're able to kill all these bosses in normal mode pretty easily. I mean, we're going to eventually come to a point where they can't win, I would assume. Look at all these high-end heroes that we're messing with. We don't want that. None of that matters. No, we want you and you. Start. And it's not going to be this easy, all right? You're going to have to spend a little bit of time. And this is why I said in the beginning of the game, I didn't try to rush through campaign, all right? We basically just took our heroes, we followed the quest. There's going to be quests that require you to get like whatever, 5 artifacts that have the attacks percent on them. You know what I mean? So you're going to have to farm these areas to get those items to finish those quests, and they're worth finishing because you get books, you get all kinds of stuff from doing those things. So you're definitely going to want to do those books, all right? I mean, definitely do want to do those quests because they're going to really help you get some money. They're going to help you level up your heroes. Look at that. Look at that. 2 of them. One of them is 40. They're all crap. Look at that. Stage selection. Let's get out of here. So that one's actually one of the harder ones. I would say, yeah, maybe in Deadlands. Maybe Deadlands will kill us. We'll see. I'm curious myself. I'm very curious, actually. We'll do you and we'll do you. I want to see when they fail, especially with how low they are and how much HP they don't have. Now, at this point, obviously, you're going to be using someone like even War Priest would be a better option here than some of the other ones that we've got. So you're going to have better options. These are actually probably one of the worst options you could use outside of, someone who's really terrible. But if you put the gear on any one of these heroes, most of them are going to be able to at least handle themselves. Look at that. The hardest part about this fight is that you have to kill the boss quickly if you're going to use these two, because he does a lot of damage and you could die before you kill him. See? Boom, there you go. And now we got another hero who's kind of cool, Spirit Walker, who attacks one enemy 2 times, decreased attack, and then she removes all debuffs from this champion and places an increased attack buff on all allies. So that's kind of cool. Someone who can do attack up if you don't have Spirit Host. So, and it was what? 25%? Yeah. So that's, but you already have War Priest. Like I said, some of these heroes, the only reason people don't use these heroes is because you get better ones immediately. Where were we? Badlands we just did. Godfrey's Crossing is a little bit harder. So yeah, that's the only reason people don't use these heroes is because they have immediately gained better heroes. It doesn't mean that you can't use these heroes. That's all it means. It just means that they're not as good as the other heroes. That's all it means. They are going to be strong. They're going to get you through early game stuff. It's not a big deal. Now, this probably will be the first time that we die, if I had to guess, just because I feel like she's going to get killed. Luckily, they don't really do much here. See, funny enough, these guys actually work better for bosses because the boss is only one enemy. Like, they don't have to sit there and take on another wave of enemies. where they probably would get killed because the ads would probably kill me before anything else. Now, this fight, the only thing you have to be able to take a couple of hits from him because the unkillable has to go away. See, he's got unkillable right now. So you got to get through 2 turns in order for this to end well. So if he gets no turns and he just keeps attacking and not getting the unkillable off, you're going to die. So you got to be able to at least have some regen or something that can heal you, or just bring War Priest. There you go. No problem. She can heal everyone up. We still won. Still winning here. We're out here winning every day. All right, let's go into Hollowed Halls. I mean, we've got to die sometime, right? I mean, I just want to look at normal. We're not doing this for the whole game. We're just doing this for normal because I'm curious to see how far they can go. It's always the thing with this game and why I like playing it. I want to see how far I can take this. Now, this is where she's going to fall off. So I have a feeling they're going to lose on the waves here because she can't kill them as fast as she should be able to because she's the wrong affinity. So really at this point, Crusader is the one that's going to be doing all the hard work. Hopefully he doesn't go for the what's her face, dead girl. Yeah, that was the bad thing because now she's going to attack everyone. Boom. All right, so now she's dead. He's dead. All right, rally it up. Done. He got our HP back. Hopefully he can kill these ads, which he can. It's so funny seeing level 45 enemies again. Oh man, that sucked. That would have been perfect if he killed them. Let's see if she gets her attack. Oh, there you go. Finally happened. So you could probably just bring him in by himself, honestly, at that point. So we found her weakness. But remember, she's got like level 8 gear. So you should be around level 12 by the time you get here. Some possibly even having a 16, but you should definitely have at least level 12 on gear on Kale. And there you go. So we found one spot where she dies, and it's only because of HP. So you could just throw some gear on her and make her work a little bit better. So now the final boss, can they take it down? Continue. And honestly, really all it would take would be a little bit more speed on both of them. On her, I mean. Speed and defense, and that way she can stay alive a little bit longer. But she's going to do better in this fight just because this is the correct affinity for her. I think, right? Yeah. Ooh. I feel like she's going to die here too, but we'll see. Oh, she didn't even get a chance to attack. Oh, she killed one of them, which is good. These guys hit really hard, so you got to be careful here. All right, he was able to kill that one. Ooh, a death. All right, who are we going to kill? Wow, that was a lot of hits there. Boom, boom. Almost killed the ads. If she was stronger, those ads would all be dead in one hit. And then you wouldn't have to worry. Oh, block death. Oh, he's gonna die. Oh, he just died. We found their weakness. But like I said, if you built her the same way you build Crusader, at this point in the game, you should be, if you're following the way I play and you're following the guide, you should have one hero being Kale to level 50 at this point. So this isn't actually that off, to be honest, because if you're following the quests, you're going to be leveling all your heroes. More than likely, you'll have Kale to level 50 at least, and then you'll have a couple, maybe 1 or 2 heroes to level 30, and possibly another hero to 40. But you should be focusing on Kale and just keeping one other hero to 40. That way you can actually stay alive. That's why War Priest works in the early game if you don't have Spirit Host yet, or if you can't farm her for some reason. They're much better. So now let's take her out and see what a different hero can do. So now if we bring in, let's say we bring in him. All right, so now we got 2 level 50s, one with an AoE. Now this is the upgraded version of her. All right, he can just constantly do AoEs. That's what he does. He just AoEs the crap out of everything. He's only level 50 right now, but he's a defense hero. You see what I mean? He's going to take a lot less damage, even if he gets hit. And he's in lifesteal, which means he can heal himself back up, which is why I keep telling you guys that lifesteal on Kale is super important, all right? Look at that. Boom. Tons of hits. Hits and hits, hits and hits. All right. Look at that. Much different outcome, right? Much different outcome. And that's because you have a hero that has constant AoEs and can literally fight these by himself. You could, if we're being honest here, you could just put lifesteal on Saurus in the beginning of the game, level him up, and just get him to 60 and use him to get through a lot of stuff. Like it's kind of crazy that he can handle this stuff. Just to kind of show you, we're going to go into Brutal real quick. So this is Brutal mode. All right, let's see if he can handle his campaign farming at level 50. Let's see. I don't know if he can. I don't know how well we built him. Let's find out. All right, so he basically just has to heal himself back up. That's the whole point here. He's fast enough. There you go. He's going to heal back up and then heal back up, and then we're back in business. Now remember, mine's 50. Your campaign farmer is supposed to be 60. All right, guys. So that's something that's important. All right. Speed is important so that you don't get as many attacks on you. But look at that. All those heals. He's right back in business. And this is one that's not built that great. Like he's built okay. He's got some gear. Oh, he might be dead. Oh, he lost it. I think if I remember correctly, he what was it? I remember correctly, we tried this with him before. I feel like we did this before, and it failed just because he's 50. You're supposed to be 60 for brutal, and for this campaign farming, at least by yourself. So, yeah, I mean, you saw he almost did it. 34 seconds because he's not strong. But yeah, if you got him in reasonable gear, yeah, he's a campaign farmer for sure. You can easily use him. All right, so that's basically campaign. Not that bad. You can use any heroes you want. You can bring Saurus in there, and you can grab a secondary hero just to kind of give you an idea. Let's see. Let's take him out. Let's bring in. You know, he's actually he's weaker. That's the problem. He's weak. So let's say we have a 60 in brutal. All right, we're going to give him a shot. Let's see what he can do by himself. So this is someone that I have built reasonably well. All right. Now, he can't use his AoE all the time, but he's faster than these guys. So even though he's got less defense than Saurus, he's going to be able to kill these guys quickly, and then he can use his AoE on the last hit. See? Salvo, and then they're dead. See? Easy peasy. And that's the funny thing is like, once you get to the point where you're building heroes, now, am I saying you should build this guy right now? No, I'm not saying you should go, oh my God, I need to build Outrider to get through campaign. Like, no, there's plenty of heroes you can build to 60. The point of this video isn't to show you guys, what, oh, look at this guy. It's because we can do it with an uncommon. So if you have rares and epics, if you don't have that shiny legendary, guess what? None of it matters. All right, so there you go. Let's get out of here. Let's go into some dungeons, get out of campaign. All right, let's go into some dungeons and see what these guys can handle. We're going to go into Dragon because it's the easiest one to manage. We're going to go into stage 15, and we're going to bring in the heroes that matter. All right, so now this is where we're going to start bringing in some 60s because you're probably going to be having a full team of 60s by the time you're pushing these dungeons. But we're going to bring in our main 60s. So now we've got a tank that can heal. We've got a damage dealer. We've got a turn meter specialist. Not going to really matter against the dragon, but you know what? It's at least it's good. So now we don't have a healer here. So we're going to want to bring people who can stay alive. So Saurus is someone who can stay alive. And then we could either do him or we can do her for the speed down. We're going to try her out just because she's someone different. We'll give her a shot. We'll see what these uncommons can handle at level 15. If it's something they can even handle. Like I said, I don't know. We're going to find out in about 2 seconds because they're going to get hit with everything. So if they die, obviously that's not going to help us. But once again, I don't have these guys built for this. All right. They're literally, we got 3 level 60s that are reasonably strong. I feel like even if we get to a point where where everyone's dead, I feel like Armiger and Zephyr are going to basically stay alive. I forgot that Zephyr actually has healing. So that's good. If she can get another attack, there we go. Good. I was hoping she would get another attack before the boss. I mean, not the boss, before this guy goes. Ooh, this guy really likes to have turns. Increased defense doesn't help him. But now, the turn meter drop from Armiger can help keep this guy at bay. See, now he's just not going to get a turn. And that's something that makes Armiger worth building earlier on. Boom. We're gonna have to. That's the problem. We picked a round that has a hero that can block damage, which sucks. She is gonna totally die, or maybe not. Oh, there you go. Now they're dead. So now it's only my level 60s. We got block revive, which doesn't really help. I have a feeling that my boy here is gonna die, and it's gonna be just these two. I told you it's gonna be just these two. These two can heal themselves pretty well, but Zephyr's more built for for Spider, because she can hit more enemies at once. Oh well, look at that. My boy made it to the end. He's gonna die here, but that's fine. He's gonna at least do some damage before it happens. All right, cool. Oh, he got stunned. That's sad. I'm just curious. This is funny. Oh, there he goes. So now Armiger can heal himself. He's got a regen set. She's got life steal, so she can heal herself. So as long as Armor gets enough turns to keep going, we're fine. There you go. The fight just can't go on too long because they're eventually going to start taking too much damage from those hits. See what I mean? Now imagine if you had a full team of 60s and a healer. You know what I mean? Someone who could really keep everyone alive. You could put one of them in a shield set to keep them alive during that fight. So yeah, there's definitely ways to make this work. It's always fun to see uncommons doing their jobs. I'm Oh, look at that. They're almost at the point where they're dead. I don't think they're going to win, guys. I think 15 might be pushing it for this team with only 2 heroes left. There's not enough damage output, unfortunately. If we could if we put what's his face in lifesteal instead of what is it? His gear that he's in now for destroy HP, I feel like he'd be a much stronger adversary and would stay alive the whole fight. There you go. So basically, the moral here is put Outrider in lifesteal unless you're using him for Scarab King. There you go. He does have destroy HP built into his kit, so technically having lifesteal on him isn't a bad choice. We just put destroy HP on him so he could constantly do destroy HP. So yeah, we could take him out of that and put him in some lifesteal. It's not a bad idea. I actually may consider doing it after this video now that we're doing this. Branch Weaver, once again, really good hero for speed down. Saurus can do his AoEs, he's good. And then these three are good. All four, honestly, all five of these guys are good heroes. Like you could easily put them in some better gear. We never focused on them. We used these guys in the early game. Like Zephyr was used up to stage 15 in Spider, and that's kind of what we used her for. So yeah, not bad. I mean, they did pretty well for a stage 15. I'm okay with that. I don't think they can do Iron Twins. Let's see if they can even do stage 1. 95, huh? Who wants to take bets right now? My bet is no. But all right, we'll take her out. Let's see. I'm thinking bringing him is better, not even because I feel like Source is going to die either way. But I mean, actually, no, this is bad because he's got the wrong affinity. We'll just bring all green. It's funny that all the uncommons that I have are all like spirit affinity. Well, like we said, let's find out. Can uncommons handle this fight at stage 1? I don't know. I'm interested. His big hit's where we're going to see the damage. All right, so that's not bad. This is where what's his name? What is his name? Outrider is going to really show his colors here because, like I said, he hits like a truck. Super hard. Look at that. Ooh, 44K. Love it. So what this means is that you can farm stage 1 of Iron Twins easily, I might add, with uncommons. All right. So if you're having trouble here, once again, this is an area of the game where you don't need to be here until your level 60s are, starting to shine. You've got level 95 enemies. So, yeah, I mean, if you're not built up with gear and you don't have a bunch of accessories, well, obviously some of these guys don't have accessories, but these three do. But if you have one or two really good damage dealers and then two people that stay alive, problem solved. Yeah, let's get out of here. Get out of here. All right. So they can do Iron Twins. They can do low levels of dungeons. Probably, I'm going to say up to 15 would be your best bet. Fire Knight, we're going to go into stage 10 just to give it a shot. There you go. Stage 10. We'll get these guys the frick out of here. And we'll bring in our boy Satyr. We'll bring in everyone who can do multiple hits. She has 2 hits. He can hit twice. She has an AoE, which is good. And he hits multiple times. But now that I'm saying that, Armiger has the turn meter drop, so that could be useful. But we're not going to have that, so we're gonna leave it like this. We're gonna leave it the way it is. Look at that, stage 10. These are all right. So now this is level 85 enemies. Okay. We actually have. I forgot that Satyr has turn meter drop, so actually that's why people bring him into Fire Knight. I believe he has a turn meter drop on his skill. So that should be fine. Let's see how they do with the shield. One hit to rule them all. 1. Can they get the shield down is the question. That's going to be honestly, that's always going to be the question. The first round is going to be rough. and then this is what's going to happen. So now, eventually, Sator's going to get his 4 hit, and that should be enough to break the shield. 1, 2, 3. We got ally attack. I was hoping they could do it. There you go. He got his attack off. The question is he going to heal up more than we can do damage? That's the question. If he can heal up more, all right, we got ally attack in the middle of that, so that's good. Yep, turn meter from Armiger would honestly be a really good addition to this right now, because that would help you guys get through killing him quicker and much easier. Which is why a lot of people will bring 2 satyrs into this fight. Oh, nice. We got the ally attack. Perfect timing for that. Nice. Ooh, turn meter drop ×4. Look at that. That's all you needed was that turn meter drop. And boom, boom, and oh, one more hit, please. I was like, please. So look at that. Stage 10, Fire Knight's Castle. And these guys were able to handle it. Now, if we were trying to beat this for not an auto quest, we would have managed our skills better. You know what I mean? We would have saved skills at the last second before the boss. We would have used all of our attacks that do multiple hits right when we got to the boss. So there are things that we would do here that I would change. And yeah, definitely some stuff. And like I said, Elfguard is another hero that has turn meter drop, and Armiger. So if we're being honest here, what I might do is I might build, what's her name, Elfguard, up to 40 or 50 maybe, just so we could bring in her, we could bring in Satyr, and we could bring in Armiger, just to kind of show you guys that you probably could build a team that stops the boss from getting a turn with uncommons in the early game. So it is possible. So just remember that turn meter is always there. Like, you can always use heroes that drop turn meter. It's just whether or not you have enough turn meter heroes that can do it early on, because more than likely you're not going to have the, what is it? The I can't think of it. You're not going to have the skill books so that you have more, so that you're having less turns between. Because like someone like Crimson Slayer, I think it's like 6 or 7 turns before she can do turn meter again. So once you get the books in her, she's down to like 3 or 4 with, masteries and stuff. So there's things that can make it so that you get more turns quicker. And yeah, but either way, I'm surprised. Not bad. Not bad at all. So Fire Knight, not that bad. You just need some heroes that can do multiple attacks. I would say for that team specifically, I would bring one other hero that could do multiple hits. I would probably take Branch Weaver out and bring somebody else in, or Armiger for the turn meter drop. So once the shield is down, you can keep it down with him and Satyr. So that's an option. All right, so we did Dragon on 15. That was not enough. So basically up to stage 10, these guys are not, they're handling it by themselves, which is kind of funny. Spider, once again, you need AoEs in the early game. There's not much to really think about here. But I would say, yeah, get these guys out of here. We don't need a 19-second team here. All right, so we have AoEs, AoE tank, turn meter drop, AoE attack, all right, and then AoE attack and turn meter drop. So I would say this would probably be my option for a team here if I was going to use them. We're about to find out if they can survive. As long as they can keep the turn meter down, I think this should work. See, because Satyr has the decreased turn meter. They're all going to attack her, and she can heal herself back up. See, he's just going to keep the turn meter down, and then Saurus is going to come back in and do some AoEs, which is good for the guys. We've got decreased speed on the boss now. So look at that. You've already got decreased speed, and we've got 2 turn meter hitters. Armiger missed, unfortunately, there. We're in a bad affinity. Oh, they're actually focusing Saurus now. Look at that. So you would have to make sure that either Saurus or Zephyr is your tank, which is fine, to be honest. I feel like they're going to kill him and Satyr, which just doesn't even matter, if I'm completely honest here. They're not really the ones that are going to be doing much of the damage here anyway, just because they're not as strong, that's all. Now, Satyr can heal himself back up, see? So you could use him as a tank. Not Satyr, Saurus. You could basically build her the way I built my Zephyr. Now, I don't know if they can... The thing that could kill us here is the fact that the boss can heal himself. So if the boss heals himself up more than the damage we do, then we might not win. And I would take that heal off of Zephyr, by the way. He's going to be dead. Oh, he missed the turn meter again. That doesn't bode well. We need some damage. We need some AoE damage right now. Uh-oh. It's gonna heal up. Give me a salvo. Nice. Perfect timing for that. Ooh, that was good. I was like, ooh, that was good. So for something like this, I would build my Saurus up more. So we've got speed down again on the boss. Laid to rest, which is a big hit. Now they're going to focus Satyr probably, if I had to guess. No, they're going for my boy there. They really, I forget that he has low HP because I never bring him in here. Once again, lifesteal, guys. I would put these guys in lifesteal. There we go. Finally, they're targeting the right one. So now she's going to basically blink them off, all right, because of how well we built her. She's built for stage 15 spiders, so there's no reason to have any worries there. All right, so he healed up a little bit. We still have, now we have 2 more rounds to go before we have to worry about it. All right, I was hoping for the speed down. Turn meter is going to be big here. All right, he missed it. Basically, we have to kill him now. So now they're going to go for Satyr. But once again, if they get poison and hit, it's not good. So you got to make sure that your main tank has got really low HP. All right, they're going to try and kill Satyr, which doesn't matter because Zephyr and Armiger are literally the only ones that matter here. Laid to rest. All right, we're good. Because Armiger does turn meter and does damage. Look at that. 935,000 damage from Zephyr. She's crazy, right? And then Armiger does nothing really because it's low level. So yeah, even here, you could use these guys. I mean, I would have, once again, Outrider and Lifesteal. He would have stayed alive the whole time. Saurus would just need to be level 60, once again. But this isn't something I'm saying we should push through here. I'm just letting you know we can do it. Remember, this isn't like, I'm not like, oh yeah, build these guys. Like, that's not the point here. Like, that is 100% not the point. So yeah, there's definitely some stuff here we could do to make this team work a little better. You would also have to adjust and fine tune your team with the HPs. You'd have to make sure that everybody had at least, I mean, just to be safe, somewhere between 2,000 and 5,000 HP more than Zephyr, and even that's kind of cutting it close. Like, you should really have them be like 40,000 HP plus, but that's just for like tuning for higher levels. Like, if you were going to push this into 15, yeah, that would be something that I would do. And yes, this team could do it, honestly. If you had the right gear on them at level 60, all of them, and you built them out for this specifically, I feel like, yeah, you could easily do up to stage 15 with just these 5 guys. You got turn meter drop. He's got an AoE. Imagine how much damage this guy would do if he was like in Zephyr's shoes. He's already doing reasonable shoes. He's doing reasonable shoes. He's already doing reasonable damage and staying alive long enough without being in gear that Zephyr's in. Because like I said, Zephyr's in insane gear, so she's really good. I mean, she's 43,000 power, so she's my strongest. My strongest. No. My strongest. Why can't I think of it? Uncommon. All right, so Sand Devil. Anyone? Now, once again, this is another basically what I want to say. This is basically another Iron Twins. Like, I wouldn't bring my guys in here. All right, I just wouldn't. We don't need turn meter drop. We just need people to stay alive. So, yeah, sure, why not? Sure. Let's just see. What's the worst that happens, right? You have to be able to survive the first hit. We did this in the last video. So, boom. The uncommon nightmare. Can they kill? It's whether or not they're going to survive the first hit. That's it, because he hits hard. See, boom. All right, so even a level 50 survived the first hit. The other thing is, are they strong enough to take the boss down? All right, we got turn meter drop, which doesn't really matter. All right, good so far. Yeah, if you had Crusader at level 60, dude, he'd be doing massive damage. All right, it's close. We're getting there. Oh, so close. He's dead. Now we got to see if we can survive. All right, so you got to survive 2 hits. 2 big hits. And there you go. They can take him down too. It doesn't, like, literally doesn't matter. Just bring whoever the hell you want in here to be. I did this with rares before. Like, you could bring whoever the hell you want into this first fight. All right. So as long as they're leveled and have gear, you're going to win. So this gives you the opportunity to get potions. That's it. Get your potions and ascend some gear. It'll give you a couple extra stats. Your heroes will stay alive longer or hit harder, and there you go. You got what you needed. You got your gear to 2-star. You can stop worrying about this again. Just bring whoever you want into this fight, and you will get a win. Now we got to do Shogun because that's important. I want to see because now this one's based on Ascensions, which you cannot get. So all these uncommons, guess what? They don't know how to do this. So let's say boom, 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 and boom. There you go. Let's see. They cannot be blessed. So they're going to do the least amount of damage here. The question is, can they do enough damage? This guy doesn't have a lot of help, though. I'll give him that. All right. You don't have to just be able to kill him as fast as possible because otherwise your whole team's going to be dead. We're going to see how this works. Can they kill him before the timer runs out is really the question. Oh, nice. Perfect rally. We got my boy Outrider doing some damage. Pop. Yep. So there you go. Uncommons can do Phantom Shogun Stage 1. And once again, now I've got potions. We can farm potions and get them for stuff. Perfect. Oh, that's right. We're doing doubles. I'm like wondering why we're getting so many potions. And then I'm like, oh yeah, we're doing a double. We're doing double runs right now. We have it on both. Potion keeps, once again, I mean, you've seen them in the major dungeon, so we don't really need to do all that. I don't know. Let's see. Do we want to waste a key here? Let's see. Let's go into Nightmare. Battle. We're going to use one key for real. I don't want to waste it totally. All right, so 37. We almost got that one key. That's sad. I actually should have done this before. I don't think we did it for the quest. Actually, no, we're good. I'll use the key later. It's fine. All right, so we'll bring these guys out. And we'll bring in some uncommons. Let's see what these guys can do. Basically, staying alive is all that matters. So these regen, doesn't have regen, doesn't have regen, doesn't have regen. So I would put them all in lifesteal, to be honest. Let's see. No, cancel. We don't want quick battle. What the hell kind of game is this? We don't. This is the first time I've actually fought clan boss in a while. It's funny that the first time I come in now, what the quest for clan boss is what 500k damage you have to do. I think that's what it was. You have to do 500 on the first one and then 1,000,000 for the second one, if I remember correctly. Once again, like I said, lifesteal is your friend here. I would do lifesteal on everyone, and I wouldn't even choose these guys. If you chose, there's one hero, he's the little assassin guy. He does poisons. I would bring him in for this. Like I would take out one of the other guys and just put in that dude, which is I don't know if he's Bannerlord. What is he? We have to look. I mean, wow, look at this. We're already at 800k. Not bad. I'll take it. And by the way, the music in here is very epic. I don't know if I say that enough, but when we go in the clan boss, like the music is always so epic because I never listen to the music. I'm always like doing videos and like just talking over it, so I don't really hear it. I keep it low, but it's like it actually sounds like Knight Rider. It sounds like an epic RPG Knight Rider. That's what it sounds like. Yeah, I definitely want to build that poison guy and see what I can do with him. Put them all in lifesteal and just see if they're poison ticks and just keep them alive for like hours on end. So this is actually way better than I anticipated this was going to be. I didn't think they were going to last 12 rounds. I thought they were going to last like 3 rounds. So there's that. Oh, 2,000,000. Look at these guys. Look at these guys go. Yeah, little uncommon boys. I'll show you the hero I'm talking about after this fight because reasons. Pop goes the weasel. Wow, 2.5. Are you? There's got to be a mistake here. That's reasonable damage. And funny enough, that was enough to get me my my nightmare key. That's so stupid. Look at this. Look, we did 700,000 with 760 Zephyr, 730 Outrider, 997 for Crusader, so he sucks. Sora 16 and Armiger 845. So yeah, just having a level 60, you could have done almost 4 or 5 million here. Crazy, right? Let's get out of here. That's interesting. I can't wait for my was that enough? Hold on, let me see. Was it enough or was it just did we just miss it? Oh, I'm in the wrong one. Here we go. Nightmare. 39.17. Yes, we made it. So we made it. I can't wait till my clan shows up and sees 39.7 million with this team. It's going to be funny. I think that's just that alone was worth this video for my clan to see this team and my clan boss. Okay. And remember, that was nightmare, guys. All right, that was nightmare. That wasn't normal. That wasn't easy. Like that was nightmare mode. All right, we did 2.5 million, which means you could do way more in normal and easy and all that. So I forgot about that part. I'm like, that's nightmare mode. So there's that. All right, let's get out of here. So yeah, I mean, basically the whole point of this actually was going to Index. I think is he Bannerlord? I don't know what he is. I don't remember. I don't want to. I don't want to spend 3 hours doing this, but he is really good. So I want you guys to see who I'm talking about. Here he is, Outlaw Monk. This is the guy you want for Clan Boss, right? He attacks one time, 10% chance of an extra turn, so he always gets an extra turn. And then almost he always has a chance of it. And then he places two 5% poison debuffs on the target. You can literally just poison the crap out of your your clan boss. Look at this. Demon Lord. Look, it's just to kind of give you an idea of how much people use him for this. Because it's funny. It's not because he's great, it's because it's funny. You could just put two of these guys in there, two outlaw monks in your team. Boom. Or just bring one and someone else who can do poisons. Like there's plenty of heroes that do poison, so you don't have to worry about it too much. All right, but yeah, that's the guy. So yeah, that's my uncommon Thanksgiving fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and seeing uncommons doing things that you don't normally see them doing. I know a lot of people are always showing you the shiny new ones, but there's plenty of good ones that are just sitting in your basket. And you put all your eggs in a basket, you might as well take them out once in a while. You know what I mean? Even though that's Easter, that's not Thanksgiving. You put all your turkeys in one basket and you should pull one out once in a while. There you go. All right. So yeah, if you guys have any questions or if you have a specific uncommon, because I know there's a lot we can't cover or didn't cover in this video. There's plenty of other uncommons. I'm not saying these are the only uncommons. They're just the ones that I happen to have, and I thought it'd be fun to mess with them. So if you guys have uncommons that you use that are good for high-end content, feel free to leave a comment below and let them know. Remember, we do a live show every single week. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. We help the channel grow. And if you want to become a member for $1.99 a month, you can basically support the channel by getting my videos as soon as I post them rather than waiting. And you get a free video every week, and you get some cool emojis from my personal hand-drawn fun. All right, so I hope you guys enjoy your Thanksgiving. I hope you guys are going to have a lot of fun. Try not to eat too much. Try not to argue with your relatives. And if you're not doing anything and the only thing you're doing for Thanksgiving is watching this video, I hope you have a good Thanksgiving and I hope you enjoy it. Even if it's just playing Raid or having fun and relaxing, it's always sometimes having a day off is good. I mean, sometimes that's good, especially if you work with a lot of people who are annoying. All right, so yeah, this is fun, uncommon Thanksgiving fun. This is Mobile Gamer Nerd, and you guys take care.